Hi guys and welcome back. This reading is for the zodiac sign of Pisces. So if you are a sun, moon, rising, or if you're ascendant to Pisces, this is the reading for you. The first oracle card that I have for you guys for January is spiritual practice. So number 19, which is again 9 plus 1 is 10. So number 1, basically everything related to your soul. So a lot of things happening and moving you towards your soul purpose are going to happen. You might also do some kind of ritual, or there might be some kind of religious festival, or something related to do with religion is definitely going to happen. Another thing that I do see is that there are chances that you might actually think about your ancestors, particularly your father, for some reason. And then there is going to be a lot of sort of, when you do all these rituals and you do all of things, I do see you burning a lot of things. So there could be days where you just feel that the environment around you is very, very smoky. I think that's the first thing that I can feel that is going to happen to you guys in the month of January or for the next couple of weeks. The next card that I have for you is fulfillment, number 6. So another thing that is becoming very prominent for you is the energy of Venus. So things related to Venus, which means eating a lot of things, eating a lot of rich food, food that is rich, or food that we say is represents luxury. So something exotic, there are chances that you might eat something exotic. But also at the same time, if there is a deal, if there is something that has been pending and you don't know exactly where it is going, I do see you will finally get your answers this month. You will finally see that okay, things are going somewhere. You may have to sign contracts, you might have to do a lot of paperwork in regards to that, but those things are definitely happening for you in the month of January. I'm going to put these cards here and we are going to take a look at them later on perhaps, but let's get you a couple of more oracle cards to get the overall energy for the month. So the next card from the Moonology deck that I have for you is, okay, so this one popped up. This one is show the world the real you. So the full moon in Aquarius. So something is definitely happening for you guys where the universe wants you to actually show your real self. A lot of things related to technology may also happen because it's the Aquarius sign whose co-ruler is also Rahu. So something related to that, something about going on and meeting a lot of people. I feel like because fulfillment is happening, because you were chasing a deal, you were chasing to close something, I do see that also happening. What else is going on? The next card that I have for you is what do you need to release? So with spiritual fulfillment, I think whenever the card of spirituality comes in, a lot of times what it teaches you is that you need to get rid of something, like something in your life is not serving you and you need to remove it. Now I do see that with this card you also need to take the time out to sit, to focus, to relax and see exactly what is something that is not serving you, that you should remove from your life so that it would give you more peace of mind perhaps. Let's see more cards so we have an idea. The first card that I have for you is the water element, sensing. See, again, water, it's literally just like what I said, it's just like a lot of smoky thing. Look at the patterns of it, look at how it's moving. It's about flowing, going with the flow, feeling it. And also Venus, when we talk about Venus, is also water, so it's very similar to water as well. The next card that I have for you is the fire element. Now see, the thing that is happening is there's fire and then there's a water element. Now a lot of you, because it's also being supported by the spirituality card here, let's pull it back here. So the spiritual practice card, and then we also have the Aquarius. Now Aquarius's co-ruler is Rahu, and Rahu has this amazing power where Rahu can actually see through the lies. Rahu can see through the illusion. Now illusion is the word that we use for Rahu. Now let's put, like, in common literally we'll talk about it in common sense way, I think, just to make it easier for you to understand what is going on. So when we have the water and the fire element combined, what happens? It's like when you heat up water, usually what happens, it turns into steam and it turns up very very hot, so your chances of burning with steam are a lot higher than your chances of burning with just boiling water. Now, some of you may have a lot of this anger inside you, that you have not forgiven somebody, that you are unable to move on from a certain point, and this thing is going to burn you if you don't take care of it. So when I see these two cards together, it gives me this energy of, you are unsure of whether you should go with your passion and then risk everything else, or you should go with your water element, which is how you feel, your emotions. So that's where your focus would be in the month of January, trying to figure out what it is that you want, what it is that you have to let go, which is why, there was this release card which did not make sense until that now, but now it makes sense because you have to let go of something needs to go away for you to move forward in your life. Now, let's see a couple of cards from Tarot just to see how things are, what is going on, what do we need. We'll start off with what has been the energy in the past for my lovely Pisceans. So the first card that I have for you is Knight of Swords. So definitely there's a contract, there is something that needs to be signed, something that you have been running after very, very furiously. You're walking into it and you're trying to figure out how to get it done. King of Chalices. See, that's the same thing again. So there's this element of, intellect, thinking, and then there's the water of like the element of water coming in together, and then we have the King of Chalices. So you definitely have been dealing with a lot of people. I do have a feeling that in the recent past you might have gone somewhere for dinner, like somebody might have invited you over for dinner as well, for dinner, lunch, or just for a get together. But it seems like you have been interacting with a lot of people, and these people have been giving you a lot of ideas. They have been like opening up your mind to a lot of different things. At the bottom of the deck, I have the energy of the Queen of Chalices, so Queen of Cups. Dude, that is a lot of people that you have been interacting with. My Pisceans, let me know what you have been doing. But to me, it also seems like when it comes to your love life, when it comes to your career as well, there are a lot of people who have been taking, sort of being part of it. And now what's going on is that there might be a lady, like, or your emotions might be touching a high, and those emotions are basically telling you to go one way, whereas you are focused on going the other way. Let's see what is the future energy. What is the future energy for my lovely Pisceans? What's the future energy for my lovely Pisceans? Future energy for my lovely Pisceans. So the first card that I have is King of Pentacles. Perfect. The next card that I have is Seven of Swords. Awesome. Then we have the Holy King. And then at the bottom of the deck, the energy that we have is the Six of Chalices. Now, what is going to happen? Somebody with whom things did not work out in the past is definitely thinking about you. So they are thinking about a lost opportunity. It could also mean they are thinking about a lost love that they could not figure out with you, and now they are just reminiscing about it. They're thinking about all the good times, or it could be you thinking about when all the things were a lot more stable, all the things were a lot more happier. Because I think when I first started the reading, I also said it seems like your mind is going to drift towards your ancestors a lot. So you're going to think about your ancestors a lot, or things in the past, maybe the house you used to live in, or maybe the place. So that energy is very very strong. But with these cards, in terms of what is the present energy for you, or what's coming up for you, ideally I do see you getting that contract, because the King of Pentacles is ideally somebody who has grown old because of all the hard work he has done. So he is materialistically very, very secure, and that is something I see for you. So, in terms of money, Yes, money could be coming towards you. I don't see it happening right away because not a lot of pentacles card, but I see that things are already turning in your favor in the background. Now, the only thing I would tell you to be aware of is that for this, you may have to travel a little. So, a little bit of travel might be needed, or if things are not working, I think my easiest suggestion looking at these cards is take a trip somewhere, activate those energies, especially take a trip if there are hills, there are mountains nearby you, or there is a water body next to you somewhere. Because with those elements, what we are trying to do is we are trying to make sure that your body is balanced with those elements, because I think those are the two elements that are stopping things from moving on. But be mindful of what you sign, because I do see there are chances that somebody might not be giving you the entire picture of what is going on, and I don't want you to be stuck in that particular situation where you were not able to make a decision just because you did not read things correctly. Let's see what is going on for my Pisceans in their love life or in their relationships. Okay, so the first card we have the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody is moving towards you very, very slowly. And one of the reasons is just because they have not been very successful in their past relationships and they keep thinking about it over and over again, whether I should do it or not. They might have recently gone through a breakup, or they might have been through a period where despite being in a relationship, they did not feel very, very isolated. Now this reading, like this, these particular cards would also be applicable for you if you have been in love before, or if you are in a situationship that whatever you expect to happen in love is happening very, very slowly. And it seems like a lot of mature decisions are being taken, because it does seem like your career finances seem to be playing a big role. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Wild Hunt card, which is the Tower card. So overall idea, I think you might be feeling that, oh my god, why is this happening, what is going on, everything is breaking apart. But it's just that I don't see your person making a lot of decisions or doing anything right away. So they are working on it, they are going to come towards you, but I don't see that happening, because even in the other cards that we saw is that here we saw that somebody is thinking about you. So it's not like they're not reminiscing. That is definitely happening, but it's just not going at the pace that you want it to go. Let's see, what can my lovely Pisceans expect in the future? Can my lovely Pisceans expect in the future? So the first card that I have for you is the Queen of Wands. Then I have the Three of Swords. Then we are looking at the Oak Tree. And then finally at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Chalices. See, I was just getting this energy. So you really need to do something next to the water. You need to go next to a body of water where there's water, just so your water element can be balanced. I have the also, again, the thing is, remember when we got the water element here as well. You guys, you're Pisceans. By default, you work with water. You really need to make sure that the water element is balanced. Another quick tip, because I am looking at your cards, would be if you get to visit this water body, bring a little bit of water with you from that particular site, just so you can keep that energy with you for long run. Now, what to expect in the future is that, I'll be very honest, it is not going to be a lot easier, but I want you to bring that childlike energy where you are in awe of the situation. You're like, oh my God, what is happening? This is completely new. I would love to see it. You would need to change your perspective in terms of the situation. I think maybe it's the way that you have been selling, you have been talking to people, the way you have been portraying yourself. Something needs to change about it, because it does seem like that it's not working in your favor. And if you guys have a partner, a girlfriend, a fiance, a wife, whoever it is, who has very strong entrepreneurial skills, or who you think could be has the business sense, I think they would prove to be very, very helpful for you moving forward. Now, there is going to be something that will not work out according to what you have expected, which is why there is this card of change the way you are thinking about the situation. So be mindful of that. I do see it happening. It's just a matter of time before it happens. Tentatively, 3 weeks from now, there are chances that it might happen. So just be aware of it. Don't take it very seriously. It's just a little bump in the road. But I see the overall journey is going to be pretty decent. Now, for you guys, I think in one word, if I have to say, there is growth, but there is slow growth. So let me know how you feel about this reading, and then I'll talk to you guys next time.